Alright everyone, this story came to me from just browsing and coming across an article by This Is Anfield, and it's about a winger called Jamie Gittens who plays for Dortmund. Now if you want to know more about him, please check my friend Gareth's channel Copites of Anfield, who did a video on this player for his Wonder Kids series, so you'll get a bit more information about him. But he's a left winger, so he would fit the role if we did lose Luis Diaz, for example. He's an England under-21 international, and he joined 5 years ago from Manchester City. And I've seen him linked a few times with the club. He's a good winger as well. Now let's have a look what This Is Anfield have said. Sources in Germany, okay, sources, so we don't know who. Could be HP, could be Heinz, could be Florian Plettenberg. So they've maintained the Reds' interest. And what was it? Fabrizio Romano. Oh, here we go. Excuse the pun again. He claimed last month that we'd scouted him several times. And we're named in a new report from Sky Germany. I'll see if I can get the report up. And the article was from 12:38 today, and it just says he's a little off form, but top European clubs are still keen on the VBV, so that's Dortmund super talent, and they are preparing internally for the English wingers' summer departure. Almost all of Europe's top clubs are interested in the lightning fast winger, including Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Tottenham. Does Chelsea need any more wingers? Is he the right fit for an Amram style formation? Tottenham. If Tottenham went in for him, would that mean they were thinking of moving on or repositioning Heung-min Son? An interesting one. So let's go back to what we had. Yeah, This Is Anfield mention the same clubs. Also add Bayern Munich, but the state that his dream destination would be the Premier League. One thing is certain, and this is from the Sky report again: if Dortmund do not qualify for either the Champions League or the Europa League at the end of the season, they will probably have to sell Gittens. Now let's have a look at the Bundesliga table, because I know they're not in the top two. That's Bayern Munich and then Leverkusen, and I believe third at Eintracht Frankfurt. Let's have a look, see if I can find the Bundesliga table and how close are they to getting European football or missing out. Where are we? Bundesliga. Just excuse me while I go through the app. Well, Bundesliga play a 34-game season, and they've all played 24, so they've all got 10 games left. You've got Bayern top on 61 points, Leverkusen then on 53, Eintracht Frankfurt on 42, Mainz on 41, Freiburg on 40, who are in 5th, Leipzig 6, 38, Wolfsburg on 37 in 7th, then in 8th it's Borussia Mönchengladbach on 37. 9th is Stuttgart on, just while I get me, 36, and then 10th, 35 points, is Borussia Dortmund. I have no idea what European spots they need. So let's have a look. So for last year, the European spots, the Champions League went to first, second, third, fourth and fifth. There's no guarantee they'll get fifth this year. And the Europa League went to sixth and seventh. So that could mean Dortmund are nowhere near getting to the Europa League. So where were we with that? And it said they would have to sell Gittins. Now it then says Dortmund, well, to cut their price tag. And they're 5 points off a spot to secure Europa. Only 5 points off fifth place, which would secure a Europa League spot. So it looks like only fifth gets the Europa League spot this year, according to This Is Anfield. Dortmund, who have not finished below fifth since 2014-2015. Would that be round about when Jurgen Klopp left? And have competed in the last 9 seasons of the Champions League, have valued Gittins at €100 million, which is £82.7 million. But that might be deemed not achievable if they need to sell them. So that price could be dropped to €60 million or just under £50 million to maybe €70 million and just under £58 million. That is a much more attractive proposition than close to 83 million. So, how's he done for Dortmund? He's played 94 times for the first team, and his output, they say, is low. 16 goals, 10 assists. But you've got to remember he's still young, so he's still developing and learning. I will have a look at his stats for this season. In the Bundesliga, Jamie Gittins, let's see. 24 matches, 7 goals, 3 assists, and that said. And he's been there since, 2020 did they say? 7 goals this season of his 16 in total, and 3 assists of his 10 in total, so most of his goal contributions are improving. He's predominantly played on the left wing, though he has played on the right, and it says here 15 times, and once as a central attacking midfielder, so it looks like he is versatile, but mainly a left winger. He's been an England under-21 regular and has played alongside Harvey Elliott. Now the question is, do we need him? Well, the options we have in that wing are Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz, but if Luis Diaz goes, who do we have for that role? That is the question. He can also play on the right hand side, as I said. Could he be a good cover for both Gakpo and Mo, or replace Mo should the unthinkable happen and he goes on a 3? But the fact Dortmund are willing to cut the price makes it an interesting proposition. it makes him a much more affordable target than he was previously. What are your thoughts on Jamie Gittins? Would you take him? Do you know anything about him? Check out Gareth's video on him on the Wonder Kid series. In fact, I think Martin at Red Rot LFC's also mentioned him, and he put a list of 3 targets, the cheapest, middle of the range, and the most expensive. And at the time, Gittins, I believe, was the most expensive. Give both these channels a like and for the video, and the subscribe. Give them a check out, please. Same with Cop Talk as well. Now, I don't know whether you'll get a notification for this, because YouTube only gives you 3 notifications in a 24-hour period. So if I put out 5 or 6 videos, you'll only get notified, I assume, the first 3. So the best thing to do is subscribe, hit all notifications, and just regularly check in on the channel. So check in consistently and see what new content is there. Because when I have the time at home, there will be content coming out. Okay? But thank you very much for listening. Thank you much for your time. Give me your thoughts on Jamie Gittins, as I said in the comments. I'd love to know what you think of him, if you know anything about him or have you seen him play. Or if you'd like to know more about him, I'll try and find some more information on him. If you have Sky Sports at home, they do show the Bundesliga regularly and have the Bundesliga highlights, so you could always check out Dortmund fixtures or look at the highlights for the Dortmund games. Okay, thank you very much. Take care all.